Welcome back to the second part of our mathematical functions guide. In this video, we'll dive deeper into more advanced mathematical functions to help you enhance your workflows in Engini. If you haven't watched the first part yet, I recommend starting there. But if you're ready to continue, let's jump right in. Let's start with the mod function, short for modulus or modulu. The mod function returns the remainder from dividing two values. If the denominator is 0, you can specify an alternate result to avoid errors. For example, if we perform the operation of dividing 7 by 3 using the mod function, the result will be 1 because 7 divided by 3 equals 2 with a remainder of 1. Let's test this by using the mod function to divide 7 by 3. After saving and testing, we'll see the output is 1 as expected. Next, let's explore the round function. The round function is used to round a number to the nearest integer or to a specified number of decimal places. For example, if we take the number 0.23456 and use the round function to round it to 3 decimal places, the result will be 0.235. Let's test this by rounding 0.23456 to 3 decimal places. After saving and testing, the output will be 0.235. Let's take a look at the ROUNDUP function. This function rounds a number up to the nearest integer or to a specified number of decimal places, always rounding upwards regardless of the decimal value. For example, if we have the number 3.14 and we want to round it up to the nearest integer, the ROUNDUP function will return 4, as it's the next highest integer value. Let's test this by rounding 3.14 up to the nearest integer. After saving and testing, we can see that the output is indeed 4. Let's move on to the ROUNDDOWN function. This function rounds a number down to the nearest integer or to a specified number of decimal places, always rounding downwards regardless of the decimal value. For example, if we have the number 3.99 and want to round it down to the nearest integer, the ROUNDDOWN function will return 3, as it's the next lowest integer value. Let's test this by rounding 3.99 down to the nearest integer. After saving and testing, the result is 3. Let's take a look at the TOLNT function. This function converts a given expression into an integer value. If the conversion is not successful, it will return a default value, if 1 is specified. For example, if we have the expression 3.0 and want to convert it to an integer, the TOINT function will return 3. Let's test this by converting the value 3.0 to an integer. After saving and testing, the output is 3. Next, let's take a look at the TODECIMAL function. This function converts a given expression into a decimal value. If the conversion is not successful, it will return a default value if 1 is specified. For example, if we have the text 123.45 and want to convert it to a decimal, the TODECIMAL function will return 123.45. Let's test this by converting the text 123.45 into a decimal value. After saving and testing, the result is 123.45. That's it for the second and final part of our mathematical functions guide. I hope this has helped you work with numbers more effectively in Engini. Thank you for watching, and see you in future guides.